Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, Knit with Amy. My name is Amy and I'm a knitter and spinner based in the northeast of England. I've been really wanting to start a YouTube channel for quite some time now. I used to have a podcast around 2010 onwards called Knit Spin Cake. It was audio only, it was a very different playing field back then. So this is my first video, which is just going to be a short video to introduce you to me, what I do, what I'm interested in, and just, yeah, so we can get to know each other a little bit more. I'm really just playing around with the setup at the moment. You are precariously balanced on a reading cushion, a cuddly rabbit and 2 piles of wool, so I'm hoping the camera's not going to tip over. There's also a house bunny in the room, so he may try and jump up and make an appearance if there's a really harsh edit. That's probably what happens. So I'm really interested to find out what you want to know about me, but he's a few bits and bobs. So as I mentioned, I've been knitting for quite a while now. I think I started knitting in 2010. I started spinning in 2011 and have not really ever stopped since. I have some knitting tattoos, a ball of wool and some needles there, which is really hard to kind of show. And yeah, I went in deep. I knitted pretty much non-stop during kind of the early years. I used to do a lot of travelling for work. I used to work in wind farms and design onshore wind in the UK and also Europe and North Africa. It was a really easy portable travel project. Couldn't do bead making at the time. I was very into jewellery making. Can't do that on a train, but you can knit a pair of socks. So pretty much knitted non-stop for a good few years. Took redundancy in 2013 and opened a wool shop in 2014. And that was called Harbour Yarns. It was based up on the northeast coast in a little harbour town called Seaham. I had the shop for a couple of years, but in typical me style, I also ended up going back to work part-time, and I met my husband, who we just kind of started seeing each other the same day the shop opened, and I also worked part-time in a college teaching A-level geography, so I had 3 jobs, and eventually the relationship developed. We got engaged and had to save up for a wedding and also for a house. So one thing went, unfortunately, was my shop. It was a great experience. I would love to do it again. I would probably do it quite differently. I've learned a lot of things since then, but it was an amazing experience and I made some amazing friends who I'm still in touch with today, and it was most credit to my mum. She used to run the shop for me. She was my shop manager and she did an absolutely incredible job. So I've done quite a few things knitty wise in the past. As I say, the podcast, the shop. I've got lots of knitty friends. I exhibited at the first 2 yarn deals. So my mum used to make project bags under Daisy Bunbu Designs, and she made so many bags. So we did the first 2 yarn deals, which were incredible, and she loved doing that as much as I did. It was an amazing experience to be a vendor, and yeah, something that I do miss as well. If anyone's got any Daisy Bunbu bags, do let me know in the comments, because since my mum's passed away, I do still like hearing about who uses the bags and seeing them out in the wild, because I've got a lot, which is often why you don't see me buying many project bags, because I have a bit of a massive stash of them. So in my day job, I am a project manager. I work in the conservation sector and have done for the past 8 years. So I moved from working in onshore wind and solar into kind of via teaching and having a wool shop into project management. And I've worked for this organisation who I'm not going to name for the past 8 years, and yeah, it's my day job. I also have my own business and I'm a tech editor, so I work with knitting pattern designers who are putting out knitting patterns via Ravelry, Etsy, Payhip, all those other channels, and I work with them to ensure that their patterns are accurate, they're grammatically correct, they're mathematically correct, and ultimately they produce the item that the designer wants the knitter to make. So I've been working in tech editing now for probably about 1.5 years. I've got some really good clients that I work with on a regular basis, including a subscription box. And this is something that I do in the hours that I don't work, because I work condensed hours, so I have an extra few days to do that as well. So yeah, I'll probably show you elements of my tech editing work as kind of the channel grows, and just to give you an idea of what that might look like if you're interested. Let me know what you're interested in. I often see people doing knitting content and then they do a bit of spinning content, but some people might not be interested in spinning, so let me know and I'll see how I can kind of break that down, because I just want to show you essentially what I do and try to make this a really genuine reflection of my life and not just the kind of, you know, jazzy bits. You know, I do work full time, I do have my own business, but this is something I've been wanting to do for such a long time because I really miss the engagement of the community through podcasting. I should also probably introduce the rest of my family. So I live in the northeast of England with my husband, our 2 cats, Arwen and Eowyn, named after characters from Lord of the Rings, and our house rabbit Milo, who is an absolute treasure. And there will be cats and there will be rabbits, and I will never apologise for showing footage of them because they're very cute. So the cats are still young, they're not a year old yet, and Milo is 4 years old and he is just my boy. He is a treasure and he's currently eating hay loudly in the background, so again, apologies, the microphone shouldn't pick that up. So that's kind of it for an intro from me. I'm just going to show you one of my knitting projects while I'm on, because it'd just be nice to show you something knitty and not just have my face wittering away. So let's see if I can change the settings. So one of the projects I'm working on at the moment is the Love Letter top by Veronica Lindberg, Coot of Kika. So I am in desperate need of more summer tops. I am going to do a video, hopefully, on my most worn summer tops, because I often see videos where it's like top 10 tees or top 10 vests or tanks or whatever. But I want to show ones that I've actually made and that I've worn, how they've worn, and what I like about them, what I don't like about them, and if I've given it to the charity shop, because I often do that. And if I have, the reasons for that, just to be really kind of open and genuine about the whole thing. I find those videos quite useful. Let me know if that's something you're interested in, because I do knit a lot and I have knit for quite a long time, so I think some things have come and have gone, but I definitely need some new pieces in my wardrobe. So this is the Love Letter top, and I will show you what it looks like. Love Letter top. This is what it looks like. So something really lacy. I'm a massive fan of lace. I've been knitting a lot of stocking stitch, a lot of garter stitch lately, and I just needed something lacy. So here we go. I love it. I absolutely love it. So this is the back piece, and I'm just starting working on the increases now. So I'm working on the increases for the armholes, and then you pick up over the shoulders and you do the fronts, and then you join it under the arms, and then you go down and knit it in the round. So I love this colour. This yarn is by Sadner's Garn. It is Tin Peagant, and this is in the colour Lilac. Oh, the sun's shining on it, so it looks really a lot brighter there. But it's really lovely. So this is the thin version of the Lena. I said Peagant, it's not Peagant, it's Tin Lena. See, we're all fallible, we're all human. So this is the yarn that is blended. It's cotton, viscose, linen blend. It's the one that's the same blend as Drop Spell, but this is the fine version, and it is really fine. So this is meant to be a 4-ply yarn. It is very, very fine. It's comparable with things like Knitting for Olive, Pure Silk. A lot of people interchange these two yarns. The original pattern is actually done in Lena, so it's the thicker version, which is classed as a worsted, but it's a DK really. And the only reason I'm knitting it in this yarn is I don't like holding loads of things double-stranded, but I really love this colour. I couldn't get this colour in the thicker version, so I bought it in the thinner version. I'm holding it double, and it's fine, it's okay, it's a bit splitty, but I am using quite sharp needles, so it's my own fault. But I'm really enjoying the knitting experience. I love that you knit a chart and then you're onto something different, and yeah, it's lovely, it's intuitive. Once you get your head into it, that is. It's not exactly TV knitting, but I love lace knitting, and I'm weird and I can knit lace whilst watching the TV, but I never knit past lace o'clock, which is 9 o'clock, because bad things happen after lace o'clock, And it's something me and my mum always used to say, and it is so true to this day. So after it gets to 9 o'clock, I have to read, go to bed, or knit something else. So this is my main project that I'm working on at the moment. And I'm also knitting the pink one cardigan by Lily Kate France, which is in the car. So I can't show you that today. And that one is in Peagant, and it's in a pink tweed, and it's amazing. So I'll show you on the next video when I do a sit down video about projects, that one as well. So I just wanted some colour in my wardrobe. So this beautiful lilac shade I think will work really nice. So that's the main project that I'm really enjoying at the moment. The next video that I'm going to put up is going to be something completely different, because tomorrow I'm going to the Spring and the Wool show, which is held at Leeds Grammar School. So that's about an hour and 15-20 minutes drive from me, and I'm so excited because it's the first show I've been to since Yarndale last year. I'm super excited because I'm going to be vlogging there, and I'm really excited because it's not a home show, but I do see lots of people that I know there because it's kind of closer to home. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to take you along with me for the day. We're going to do a bit of a day in the life, kind of from setting off through the show, exploring some new vendors, seeing some yarns, seeing what's new out there. I'm really, really keen to explore some new vendors to see what new products are out there. I didn't buy a lot of hand-dyed yarn last year, so I'm definitely in the market for a few things. I'm not going to be going wild. That's not what it's about. It's about getting out there and seeing, you know, who's there and just kind of soaking up that atmosphere. So I'm really, really looking forward to that video, and that one will be coming after this one. So thank you all very much for watching. As I say, it's only going to be a short one this time round. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. What are you working on? What do you want to know about me? You know, pass some questions over, and I'm happy to answer any questions. I've kind of given you a whistle-stop tour of who I am and how I've got to this point now. But yes, I would love to find out what you want to know, what content you like to see, and really help me to shape how this channel is going to be going forward. So thank you very much for watching. See you again soon.